Today is Saturday, February 10th. It's Pastor John with today's devotional reading. The lesson comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 4, and the lesson begins. And even if our gospel is veiled, it is veiled to those who are perishing. The God of this age has blinded the minds of unbelievers so that they cannot see the light of the gospel that displays the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. For what we preach is not ourselves, but Jesus Christ as Lord, and ourselves as your servants for Jesus' sake. For God, who said, "Let light shine out of darkness," made his light shine in our hearts to give us the light of the knowledge of God's glory displayed in the face of Christ. That ends the lesson. Our devotion is entitled Leaning on the Promises. The writer writes, the Apostle Paul preached frequently about pointing our lives toward God's glory. Who do you know who reflects the glory of God? Such people are very special. I found myself asking that question when I faced a sudden illness. After years of walking with others who were facing illness and mortality, I found out how scared I was for my own well-being. To still my fears, I reached out to a friend of deep faith. How did I know she would reflect God's glory? I had witnessed her facing major changes in her life, including health scares, divorce, and deaths. I saw how resilient and spirit-filled she was as she navigated some really hard times. I called my friend and she shared a simple but profound lesson about getting through hard times. Focus on the steadiness of God's promises rather than simply being overwhelmed by your own ups and downs. Remember, God's promise to Paul announced, God shines in times of darkness, lighting our way in faith. In our prayer for today, empowering God, may we lean on your promises for our core strength. Amen.